Hey guys, Alex from AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm bringing you my quick review and breakdown of the SR Performance short throw shifter fitting your 2011 through 2014 Mustang GT and V6. So in this video, I'm going to talk about who this short shifter is going to appeal to, the construction and materials that went into this, what this is going to do to your wallet, and then what it's going to take to get this installed on your Mustang, where I'm going to be giving this a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about an hour's worth of labor, and I'll have a little bit more for you on that later. So the SR Performance short shifter that I have here today is going to be a good option for any GT or V6 owner out there that's looking to get a shorter throw inside of their Mustang while spending the least amount of money out there, but still is going to reduce that throw upwards of 30%. This shifter from SR Performance is going to be for the Mustang owner that's using their car as a daily driver or weekend warrior in comparison to a car that's going to be seeing regular track day abuse. So while this short shifter will reduce your throws, it's not going to be built with the same intentions as some of the other options out there, which are going to come with different mounting points as well as having different brackets. But if you're just looking to firm up your shifts as well as make your day-to-day driving experience better, this is going to be a great option for you. So if you've owned your GT or V6 for a little while now, at this point you probably know that the MT82 isn't the best transmission built. So while the stock shifter is suitable for daily driving, it does have its fair share of complications. Our customers give us a lot of feedback here, and the MT82 just has a little bit of a longer throw being in stock form. It can be a little bit on the mushier side when you're power shifting, and due to the lockout, it can definitely be tough when you're jamming it into gear. Last but not least, it's just a little bit on the weaker side. So while a short shifter isn't going to fix or solve the integrity of the transmission itself, the SR Performance short shifter that we have here today will reduce your throws upwards of 30% as well as getting rid of that soft feeling. So one of my personal favorite aspects about installing a short shifter on any Mustang is going to be that more rigid or real feeling. It's going to give you a little bit more connectivity to your car, which is something that the stock shifter just doesn't provide. So a few small things that I want to talk about before we get into the construction and materials of the shifter here is that this part is typically something that has a tendency to be at the bottom of your build list. And that's honestly just going to be because it's not a performance part that's going to give you a gain. It's not going to be something where it's going to increase your sound like an exhaust system. But at the end of the day, considering a manual Mustang, you're going to be using this continually all the time. You would honestly be surprised at how much of a change it's going to provide your car. So while these next two parts are not going to be included in this kit, these are going to be a pair of mods that I would definitely recommend doing at the same time as it's just going to make that experience that much better. First and foremost, I would really recommend getting into a braided and stainless steel clutch line, as that's going to improve the transfer of fluids to prevent any type of lockout. Now secondly, on a bunch of our 11 through 14 fleet cars, when we've done any type of short shifters before, we've actually removed the clutch spring that's behind the clutch pedal. Ford had that put in place to give a little bit more of a softer feel. By removing that, that's going to improve the release point and give you a little bit more of a direct input. So in terms of the construction and materials used here, guys, we're going to see that this is going to be manufactured out of billet aluminum, steel, as well as composite materials, which is going to be the norm of most, if not all, shifters available here at AM. So a couple things that I like about this short shifter is the fact that it is going to retain the factory reverse lockout function. Not only that, the thread pitch that's coming here is going to give you the ability to retain your factory shift knob or be compatible with any other shift knob that we have on the website. So looking into the pricing here, you should expect to be spending just south of 150 bucks. And when looking in comparison, some of the other shifters out there can easily go for upwards of $500. So looking ahead at the installation portion of the video, you're going to be looking at a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about an hour's worth of labor here. Looking ahead, a couple things I'd make sure to have on hand here. If you've never done a short shifter before, it might be a good idea to rope somebody in that's done the work, but a basic socket set, a couple extensions, an Allen key, maybe a set of race ramps or some jack stands. So getting started, you're going to want to unscrew your factory shift knob, get into your center console where your armrest is, and then pry up the piece with a flat plastic tool to get inside. So after that, simply pull the console out of the way, as well as the insulation and rubber boot, and then remove the 4 10mm bolts that are holding everything into place. So once that's done, get your car on the stands and get underneath to remove the nuts securing the shifter bracket to the car, hop back in and then remove your bolts inside and then physically remove the shifter itself. So once that's done, you're going to want to swap over the plastic cuff from your factory shifter onto the SR shifter, throw everything back into place, tighten it down, and you're good to go. Alright, so just to wrap things up, here's some final thoughts. If you're the 2011 through 2014 GT or V6 Mustang owner, you're looking to get rid of that soft feeling factory shifter and reduce your throws up to 30%, I would definitely recommend checking this out for your build. So I'm Alex, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.